Hi guys, how you doing? I will share this dress at the end, don't you worry. This dress I found in my closet. I'm sure I did a fashion show on it, but I'm the girl that does it. I wear it for a fashion show. I put it in my closet and then I forget all about it. So I just happened to clean out my closet and found it again. So like I said, I'll do the reveal at the end, but this is what's impressed on my heart today to talk about. You know, I feel like I've been given this platform, lucky me, I've been given this platform to be able to share my life and my story with the world at every stage of my life since I was in my 40s until now. And so I wouldn't say every stage of my life, I mean every stage from when I started until now and the, right now and the future. God forbid, God hopefully. Anyway, as you know, I've been getting into a lot of the motivational side of things lately, and I've been exploring healing and doing it and loving it and isolation and not knowing how long I'm going to be isolated or alone, but knowing that every day I become stronger and happier and healthier. And I tell you, it takes a lot of courage. This is the reason why I share my videos on going to the gym. This is my workout outfit. This is my progress thus far. These are my pictures on Instagram, fantasycurvystyle. And the reason I do that is not only does it help me stay motivated, because I'm like, there's people watching me, just like when I started as a Beachbody coach. There's people watching me. I need to stay motivated, because and accountable. It's almost like sometimes if we don't have a partner, we need somebody to be accountable, and sometimes we have a partner, and the partner could care less because they're not on the same journey as you are. Maybe they like to eat a ton of food and not go to the gym, and you're trying to get yourself better and healthier. So you see, we're all at different stages, and that's why it's so important to be alone until you find your person, and you'll know. And sometimes people will come into your life and you think they're your person and you'll get all excited, and that's the topic for today. I want to talk about what do we do when the person comes to our life and we think that they're the one. How do we handle that? You see, we all have a past. We've all done things that we're not proud of, or maybe we're ashamed of, or maybe we've recovered from, or divorces, or whatever. We all have a past. And so it's not fair for us to come into this relationship and start judging them for their past right away. Now, it's important to share, when you get to a certain stage to where you feel like you've done enough talking and you've done enough activities, and now you want to take it you've waited because you think this is the one, and now maybe you want to take it into a more sexual realm. And I feel it's not fair to not give out the proper information so that they can make an educated decision whether or not they can handle proceeding with you. For instance, my story. Like, I'm not a normal girl. I've been on social media since I was early 40s, maybe late 30s, and I have put my whole life on the internet. Now, because I do that has to, give me a certain amount of protection when I go out places, because I never know who knows me, and I just kind of blend in with society. But when I do meet somebody, and if they do want to pursue a relationship with me, and it is getting to that next phase, once they've disclosed all their information, then at first, I don't need to tell them that I'm a social media influencer. But after it gets to a certain stage, like I say, and based on who they are and whether or not you think they can handle it, it's your job at that point to to say, okay, this is me. Can you accept all of me? Like, You obviously can accept this and the exterior of me, but can you accept all of me and all of my sacrifices that I have had to do to get this beautiful house? Don't just look at me and think, oh, she's got it all together, and judge. Sometimes you can't judge a book by a cover, in other words. So what I'm saying to you is, when you have a certain type of life, you have to eventually, if you want a partner, blend that life with another life. And you guys have to be okay with those lives and what you've had to do and what your sacrifice has been until now. And some people, I have found, are not strong enough to be able to handle what I've done and the sacrifice it took for me to get right here where I am today in this beautiful house. Now, many years ago, I started this channel as a Beachbody coach. And then I introduced the bikinis into the picture, poolside bikinis. Let's do sit-ups. And I've just done things that apparently a lot of women don't do. Now, I did it because I am a free spirit. I'm spontaneous. I love to have fun. I don't feel ashamed of my body. I'm grateful for my body. This body has gotten me through a lot of stuff. Like even with the breast cancer, I still have all my parts and my body is still original. I've not put any work into my body. And so for that, I'm really thankful. But what work I do put into it is workouts. So all I was trying to do was to just express myself with workouts. And I thought that I was gonna be able to inspire many women all over the world to do the same. And in turn, as you know the story, Ursula inspired lots of men from all over the world to watch me. So what's she gonna wear now? What bikini is she gonna wear now? And then I've had to do things to where I've moved the videos to a different site because YouTube, they don't like bikinis on here. So this is why I don't share bikinis anymore on here. Once in a while you get a picture, but if you want to see everything, it's at fantasycurvystyle on Instagram. That's where I show all my bikinis. I'm proud of showing bikinis. You guys, I'm 54 years old and I am a bikini model. I mean, curvy bikini model. And I'm proud of it. I'm not gonna let anybody make me feel ashamed for showing my body to make a living and to be doing what I'm doing today because I love it. Now, would I have loved to have had a traditional job, 9 to 5, had a college degree and all that, if it would have been my passion? Yes. But some of us are not dealt with these kind of cards. Some of us have to leave a marriage and start over. Some of us need to make money to eat and survive. And so we have to do what we have to do. And as long as you feel like what your sacrifice has been in your past, then you stand proud and you stand strong. And even if you have to walk this world alone, you do it proud. Like I go to the gym alone. I go to the grocery store alone. I travel alone. I take my dog. I go for walks. Like I do primarily everything in my life right now alone. And I really have kind of learned to like myself. I didn't like myself for years. And now I'm just like, you know what? If somebody, listen to me good, people, because somebody needs to hear this today. If somebody leaves your life because they can't handle who you are and what you have to do for money, then they're not your person. And I don't want you to cry over them, be sad over them. Don't you give them the time of day because they're not your person. For instance, if we're in the past, somebody's an alcoholic or somebody is they've done a bunch of stuff, you know, that they are not proud of, and they've been a food addict or whatever. It's like, if it's in their past and they're in recovery and they're doing better because they know better, then who are we to judge? So when you meet somebody and when you go on a date, start by not about everything in your past that you're ashamed of, or that everybody always says, oh, I'm a divorced man, I'm an ex-alcoholic, or I'm an ex-felon, or I'm. No, go there with like a childlike heart and spirit and say, who are you in your soul? What kind of person are you? Do you like to laugh? Are you spontaneous? Do you like to travel? Do you, do you have your own home? Are we going to be able to put this together, and when we get together, not worry about all the past and everything that's gone wrong, but live in the now? And are we attracted to each other? Do I like your body type? Do I like the way you smell? Do I like your eyes? Do I like your voice? Do I like your hair? Do I want to hug you at the end? Or am I repelled by you? Listen to those signs, because I have to say that when my energy matches somebody, like, I can't keep my hands off of them. I want to hug them. I want to, like, hey, I want to touch them. I want all of that. Like that, I'm into that. But if the vibe is not there, and I feel like they're just staring at me, judging me, or asking me all these personal questions, like, whatever, and you can already tell that they're judging you, then next. I have to say, it's like that swipe, next. But when you're both feeling each other, and you both feel like you have this connection, and you both want to keep seeing each other day after day after day, because you're just like a little kid and you're excited to see them and meet them, then at that point, before you take it to the next consummation level, then tell them. And then at that point, they have the right to run away. It's okay. Because anybody that runs away from you was not your person anyway. It looked like it. And sometimes what I've known is, like, people will say things to you that they think you want them to hear, and they will mirror you and they will act like you, but they can't keep it up for long. If you listen and you pay attention, their actions will always speak louder than their words. So for instance, you're on the part where you're going to consummate the relationship, and you're like, okay, let's have lunch together. We got to talk about this before we move forward. We have to talk about this. Somebody's trying to call. No. Let's talk about this. Then you have the right to tell them. Tell them, I am a bikini model. I do bikini workout videos. I am an Instagram model. I pose in my bikini all the time. That's who I am, and that's what I do. So I would say it with power, say it with honesty, say it with courage, but they will reveal who they are. And then if they can't handle it, say, it was really nice meeting you, and say goodbye. Because we should not waste one single moment with somebody who cannot handle all of us. Our sacrifices we've had to make, our jobs we've had to do, our divorces, our addictions. We all have a past, and never is there one of us that is perfect. And not all of us are going to have 9-to-5 jobs and just live this perfect life and have this perfect retirement and perfect. Some of us have had to fight really hard to start over. Some of us have had to make a lot of sacrifices. And if somebody is going to judge you and say, oh, I can't handle that, and not stand by your side, then next. Don't waste one single moment in a relationship that they are not your number one cheerleader. And if they tell you they're going to come see you, and they say, oh yeah, I will this week, I will, but they never book a trip, next. You see, your person will run to you. You can't keep your person from you. They can say they love you. They can say this, they can say that. But if their actions aren't there right now, with you right now, when they get a golden opportunity to meet you, then next. And then you know what you do? You go to the gym. You take that pain and you go to the gym and you leave it at the gym. And you start preparing your mind and your body and your soul for your person to come. But the person will never come unless you do the work on yourself, so that you know without a shadow of a doubt, when that person comes into your life, you do not have to be shameful for what you've done in your life. If you're a woman making a living and you're paying your own bills and you've got your own house and you've got it together, don't ever let anybody make you feel ashamed as of how you did it. Because baby, I won't waste 1 second with somebody like that. Not 1 second. It repulses me, because it reminds me of my ex-husband who used to shame me over talking too loud out in public, over posting bikini pictures when I was first a Beachbody coach. He would have company family meetings and say, well, what do you think? Don't you think it's wrong that your mother is posting in a bikini on the internet? There is nothing wrong with posting yourself in a bikini on the internet. Nothing. If you're out there my age motivating people, other curvy women, swimsuit models are doing it, why are you ashamed of your body? We all have flaws and imperfections, but I am showing you that even through your flaws and imperfections, you can still be beautiful, because guess where beauty starts? It always starts from within. It never is. This is just a bonus. This is icing on the cake, just like sex is icing on the cake. Once you get to know a person and develop a friendship, everything else is icing on the cake. So in other words, fight for yourself. Fight for your power. Fight for the courage to stand on your own until you find your king or your queen to be your biggest cheerleader. And you know what? That's why I'm my biggest cheerleader, because I have only me. So I get to be the biggest cheerleader I know for myself. And I get to congratulate myself every day for another successful day. And I get to encourage people all over the world and brighten people's day all over the world. And yes, even in a bikini, people, yes. Sometimes people just need to see that. Like, oh, she's doing it and she's 54. Like, there's hope that I can get in shape, or there's hope that I can do this or that or the other. We don't have to live inside the box. We can write the story of our own life. We can shift, we can mold, we can adjust. We can do whatever we need to do to have a successful life for ourselves. And it doesn't have to be anybody's business but your own. And as long as you're happy, baby, I am happy for you. And don't let anybody shame you or put you down for something that you love to do. So I love you, and here's the outfit. Okay, I need to do the runway walk. I'll move it. So this is one that I just had in my closet that I forgot about. I put the little Barbie shoes on with it. But isn't it just so cute? It shows off my tan. And is it age appropriate? How about it's body appropriate? So why are we putting age limits on things? It's body appropriate. So that's all you got to worry about. That's all you got to be concerned about. So I love you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and have a gorgeous day.